Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Hooked Gamer here. I hope everyone is doing okay today. Today in Ireland it seems to be a good day. Anyway, we are in the old world as we were working with it for quite some time. And I've been actually here kind of trying to figure things out. And I think I was initially thinking perhaps to have these guys moved to Ditchwater, but I think there's just too many of them and they just will not fit. You can see here there's very little room left. I know we've added these guys, but still very little. We won't be able to fit them. We've very little room here and there, so it's not gonna work. We definitely need Wood Island for things like this, the jams and whatnot. So that's not going to work either here, but we do not need this island. I mean, it's a massive island, and I really don't have anything on it, apart from coal and wood. Now, the reason why the wood is here is because, to be honest, I had this island and I didn't really know what to do with it, but then I've decided that because of this item here, she provides cotton basically. So then I said, well, since I have the wood, why not just have her to produce cotton? So then I kind of placed them. You probably saw me doing it. But now, since we have new worlds and space in here, we really don't need it. So yeah, that's gonna be what will happen. That island, I can't remember, I think it's called Skeen, will get coal and no, sorry, we'll get scholars coal, and we'll get rid of the coal and whatever's on it now, because we can easily import it through Docklands, through another island basically. So I just want to see what the progress is here. Now the main thing of this episode, what I want to do is to make sure that we are providing actual coverage to all the items, and by coverage I mean the actual production. So I want to make sure that we're producing as much as we can, and the rest is being imported. So I know, let's say things like pigs and whatnot, that's all being imported. Oh, look at this. We're producing less flour than we're consuming. This is interesting. And there are only 2 islands. You would never think that, would you? That's interesting. So another one will just be it, so that's okay. Coal, we're importing all of it. Iron, we're importing. Yeah, so look at that. Steel, we're lacking. Again, only 2 islands. But this is because of steel mainly. I mean, well, not steel mainly, but take out steel and we'll be under or overproducing, I should say. Soap we're okay with. Soap, what we'll need to do... Actually, no, let me go back. What I want to do, because we actually don't know the true usage, do we? Because of all of this. Guys, just bear with me a moment while I'll just enable all of the requirements for all of the different population types on all of the islands in the old world, and then going through the new world and going through the Cape Trelawney. Go ahead and use the timelines provided if you want to skip ahead and see what happens next. Yeah, let's keep going. So now the yes, the Arctic.
I'm warm enough.
Let's just enable all that. Perfect. And technician. Yeah, let's enable all them. Okay, so I must say what I did off camera, off screen. I was fiddling with this because I actually couldn't understand this.
Watch your step. You wouldn't be the first to slip.
Because it produces beef, or it needs beef, right? To produce fur, bear fur. But then I thought to myself, is this item then, is this guy then almost transforming the building as a normal production building without the need of the whatever it's called, the area, whatever that is. But you know what I mean, without the radius here, without that, is this then it? So what I did is that I've literally had like the entire thing here filled with the bear cabins, and it turns out that then it says that there is no area of production, or very low, whatever. So it kind of made no sense to me. But then I realized, because I was like, were we producing furs out of meat? But then I realized that I guess the idea behind it is that the beef is used basically because polar bears are obviously carnivores. So I thought, well, it just makes sense because beef is used as some sort of a bait, I guess, or whatever. And then once they're caught by obviously imaginary hunters, then they're producing the beef because, or the furs, I guess, because normally the expectation or the requirement is just trees or whatever. So I don't know. Anyhow, so that I think what happened. But I was kind of, because I literally thought that they're just producing fur out of beef, but I didn't realize that the idea behind it is that they're using it as bait, imaginary, obviously. But it is what it is. But no, it makes sense nevertheless. So that's all good. Right, let's just keep going. Just enabling all of the requirements for the technicians and the explorer in the Arctic. And then I'm jumping into the last region in Beza, and I'm enabling on all of the islands where the population is, to see what's actually needed for all of them. Okay, we're up to 2 million and the population just skyrocketed. That's quite crazy. Let's do this. We're gonna go to production, click oil islands, and let's just review this again. Okay, so soap we're fine with. Fish fine, straps fine. Okay. This probably needs to be addressed. This, yeah. Okay. Hops we're getting. Malt we're okay. Beer we're okay. Glass we're not okay. Severely underproducing. But I think that's okay. It's just because I have a lot of, not windows, but glasses and the other things. These things we're getting, so that's fine. Goulash. We're producing goulash somehow. What's producing goulash? Slaughterhouse. Okay, so I think, isn't there a requirement for like a world fair or something? Like the goulash thing? Anyhow. Sewing machines we're okay with. Yep. Sugar we're not. We're actually underproducing slightly, not too much. Rum hopping. Fur we're okay with. We're also importing it, I remember. Cotton. It's actually interesting that we're okay with cotton. This we're importing, so maybe that's the reason. Fur, okay. Yeah, oil we're actually producing a lot of. I did not realize. That's interesting. All of these are okay. Let's see. Penny fire things are okay. Coffee, fantastic. I mean, look at the amount. Yeah, it's great. Somehow we're producing coffee beans. I mean... Ah, okay. Interesting. So we have few coffee farms, not too many, but the rest of it is produced from the actual coffee roasters. That's interesting. Gold, look, we're importing it, but we're almost producing what we need. Sort of, I guess. Okay, gold, that's where we're lacking it so hard. That is so interesting. And this includes farms and all the items, because there's a lot of items that give us gold. That is so interesting. Okay. Watches, I mean, we'll never need that many. Filaments, again. Almost. Bulbs, almost. Okay, letters we'll come back to because it's... Yeah, I still don't understand. Is this being produced? And potential that could be produced? As in 10 more? Right. Okay. So the local mail, I mean, produced and the potential. Yeah, I don't know. Finding that very confusing. These are actually reports. Regional mail. Okay, whatever. Let's keep going. Mail for the moment. It's... Yeah, okay, so citrus, you can see how far behind we were with that. And then the camphor wax. Camphor wax is probably what's causing the ethanol to fall behind. And that's what I wanted to check. So these things we're fine with, but not these. So I think I want to make a note of that in my head. And then, okay, grapes. Yeah, another thing we cannot import. We need to produce. And grapes, something we'll need to address. There's an entire island just for grapes for everywhere. So that's fine. This is imported. All good. Jewelry, amazingly, is okay. But I think because the gold is behind, that's what's causing it. Okay, this was actually interesting. So I remember when I had them things, whatever they are, chassis, they were, yeah, they were like overproducing full stop, but now we're almost there. So that's interesting to see. Cookies, fine. Okay, this isn't. Lacquer. Oh, because we've built this, I've forgotten. Okay, so we need maybe 2 lacquers. Interesting. It's just hard to know where exactly. Because we've 2 islands basically producing it, but that's okay. I think it'll be old world. Okay, so everything else, yeah, as I was saying before, I mean, it's crazy that chewing gums never went up by this much. Ethanol is actually okay. Okay, so that's good. Tailored suits are okay. Bombings aren't, but we're getting them in. That's fine. Pipes we're getting in. Okay, alpaca. Okay, so alpaca we're very bad with. Very bad. I don't know if this can be imported or not, but let's see how it goes. Tortillas, not the best. We're importing that. This is good. Okay, so the hot sauce. This is what we wanted. So not bad. 40 out of 49 for everyone. Not bad. Okay, now the herbs is very... okay. Yeah. So herbs we need to sort out. Milk we need to sort out. Milk is from pastures, the electrified ones. Okay, this is bad as well, but we're actually not that bad. Fans were very bad. Ice cream. Perfumes. Okay, so I think what I want to do is to hop into the new old world, rather, or the new world. And start sorting out some of them. So it's easy enough because we know that we have them built. We just need to enable them. Maybe just let's do them all or something.
Securing their expertise.
Okay, so we're lacking motors. Why are we lacking motors? Where is this?
Wise to take time to learn the nuances.
You said that, love. So
I think that was fiction.
let's just... I think I'm gonna just unlock them all.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
How is that? What's giving us the... Ah, ice cream. Okay. I see.
Seductive charts bury my desk.
But this reduced it. So kind of, I guess it balances itself out. 650 out of town hall. Yeah, you can see here. Where was this? Not seeing it.
I will
Oh yeah,
continue to
here.
strive for
The
everyone's
film
freedom.
reels. Okay, so yeah, let's just activate it all. I mean, what's the big deal? And let's see what we're lacking. Steel. We're lacking steel.
They don't bring
And we're
some
lacking
first.
sugar. Okay. So,
How
we've
thrilling.
unpaused
A
it.
renowned personage has
We know
arrived.
we'll need... Actually, we don't know. Do we need more mezcal? No, ma'am, we don't. And do we need more... Oh. Goose feathers on... yeah, that's lovely. Bear, too much. Lovely as well. This we're importing. Milk is okay. Salt we're underproducing, which is interesting. And now the petals we're underproducing. Perfect. Paper. I don't know where we'll get more paper. I mean, it's possible to produce that one. But now, after turning it on, let's just take a quick look how she goes. So we need more medicine. I think we're just gonna fire all of them up. After turning on all the different things. Perfume, balls are good. Yeah, the ice cream is just... That's fine. We don't complain there. Now the ice cream will put a strain on this stuff. Milk. Want it. We'll be always out of milk. So what we're lacking for here? Ethanol, okay. So interesting, isn't it? So this reduces the thing all the time. Okay, and now it brought us down to... But we cannot upgrade them, can we? Yeah, we can't. And I think what I would not want to do is... I think, yeah, let's just do this. Let's just swap them over. So if I was to do like a big block somewhere. Like here? Perhaps?
Crikey.
Yeah, 165 for one house, so we'll be fine. And we can even obviously grow population if we need it with whatever items.
People celebrate your
So look,
leadership.
now it's just gone up the roof. So, just with one item, so... for the moment, we're okay. We can take that off because it's reducing the happiness. So what... the 6 houses, whatever we've added, should be fine at this point in time. So I just want to continue perhaps enabling this many. That'll do. And we will additionally take out perhaps here or something. It's a bit silly that this cannot be upgraded, but that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. So that'll be plenty. It'll be going down. Obviously, this is going up because it's getting all the items. It's just a matter of a couple of minutes. So that's lovely. I think I want to check because we were looking at balls. How is this going for us? Okay, yeah, so they're slowly getting it. I mean, it's a lot to be delivered to all of those islands, and we've delivered 1,000 here unnecessarily, but that's fine. I mean, it's getting there. Right, so addressing the hot sauce, the situation looks as follows. We cannot 40. This is 35. But a Toli, let's take a look at the Toli. Yeah, but I guess we're quite close, so I wouldn't want to, because before I've turned on some of these, so I wouldn't want to do that, I guess. Right, well, I don't want to say let's park it, but I do, because it's difficult. But no, maybe let me do it, because we need to address this sooner than later. There's no point doing it otherwise, I think.
Bold new expedition.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to, as always, get this going. And in the meantime, guys, just hold on tight while I'll try to do my best here. So I was trying to figure out what is the best course of action for this this area here. I definitely knew that I wanted to make sure that the mines are covered with a trade union, and then I thought I'd be able just to move perhaps the Nandos and the other things. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, because obviously we are quite restricted. On one side there is the cliff, on the other side there is the mountain. So I just decided to just build them anew. It just made sense. Otherwise I'll just spend more time actually trying to fit them. So I'm adding as many as possible. It is something that is actually, I find very, very difficult. It's because of this item, Mark von Mark, I think. And basically that item causes for the pastures to have twice as many. And that's really the reason. So we cannot fit as many as we would have wanted here. Now, I still think that given the space and restrictions, we did quite well. Now, I forgot that obviously I think I would want a fertilizer works here, so I've placed one. And I was trying to, for a very long time, figure out a way that the fertilizer covers all of them. Now, again, not something that can happen. So I'm fiddling around. You can see me moving roads, deleting roads. It's the usual process. I actually quite like the puzzleness, I guess, if you will, of how Anno is and how restrictive it is, and how you need to kind of figure out the best way and where to put things. I think it adds a lot to the gameplay, because this basically means that a lot of the things, if you build them wrong, they won't basically fit, and at the same time you have to think of ways to kind of adjust, etc. So one of the things I was trying to do here, you see me, I mean, the hacienda is just literally on the verge when it comes to, so I was trying to move things, because this place where the fertilizer is right now is just the best, because it covers all of them, but unfortunately I couldn't move it, so it will go back. In the end, it actually covers most of them anyway, so then I kind of thought to myself, all of that for nothing. But no, it was worth a try. Obviously, you do want to make sure it covers as many as possible, but in the end it worked out, so I was quite happy. Yeah, I think you're really lucky that I'm time-lapsing this, because it really took me quite a bit to figure that one out, because once I've moved it, then I realized that other things didn't quite match, and then I was thinking, well, how do I go back to what it used to be? And I couldn't remember how it was, and then I said, let's just leave it the way it is and move them like this, and yeah, that's how it is. I was actually done by the time I got there. In the end, I was actually done with the fertilizer. So you can see here, this actually bothers me a lot, because we're unable to fit any more apart from what we were able to squeeze in here, and which is only half of it, because the Nandos require 8 with that item. So it bothers me because obviously it's that icon at the top is there. It's something that I kind of draws my attention all the time, but at the end, it is able to produce 50% of output, and obviously with the items, it is producing quite a lot. And because we have the space, it just makes sense. So I've moved to beef. I said to myself, well, we have this little room here. We don't need beef, but we need the milk. And the milk then obviously is only produced from the beef pastures. So I'm just looking for the best items again for the beef, and I was able to find this lady here, and she produces additional milk and she produces additional herbs, and you can buy her at Isabel Sarmento. So then, now the only thing is that the output isn't that big. She provides additional 50% of productivity, which isn't too bad, considering that she provides additional milk. I think it's every 3rd cycle she provides the milk, so it's not too bad overall. So then I decided to move them. Again, I wanted to get rid of the pastures because they just don't fit here, and what's the point? And otherwise they'll just distract me. So I need the items right away, because I want to make sure that I'm starting with the actual amount of the fields that are required, rather than me trying then to figure out and squeeze in more if I forget one. So I'm just here at Isabel trying to actually get that item. I find it quite tricky because a lot of them kind of look like her, but I eventually found her. And just buying a couple of other things should we ever need them. So that's really it. And then I'm continuing. One thing I found is that this spot here is very, very restrictive, even more than the other side. So I am trying to be as cautious about the space as I possibly can be. In the end, I think we were able to only fit 3. To be honest, I think the requirement of 12 fields is quite crazy. I mean, it is, yeah, it is. I don't think I can think of any other field that requires this many. I figured that because we have this other trade union just for the mines, why not? Because Ferris needs to go in there anyhow. Why not actually use the range of that to fit at least couple? And with Ferris, that gives us additional whatever production. And this doesn't affect milk anyhow, because milk is only affected by the other items. Which I can't remember what it was, but we were checking them before. And I'm just looking for the items for the trade union for the actual. So the only thing that's actually good here is that Ferris plus this whatever item from Nate that provides 35 additional productivity is covering those. So we're happy with that. And that's it. Now I'm just moving into the area here for the hot sauce, and I'm happy. I'm actually very, very happy that I can literally just copy and paste. It's literally the best feeling in the world when you can do this. Just very minor fixes, a couple of warehouses, a couple of roads needs fixing, and that's about it. Guys, so we're back. We've now developed the island. Yeah, so we have managed to fit more Nandus. I guess 6.5. This one just won't fit anymore because it's now next to the edge. I actually thought to myself maybe I'd leave it off, but it's producing good amounts with the items and everything, so it's not bad. I don't know why it's not getting electricity bonus. But these don't seem either, but it's producing it, so I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe that information shouldn't be there or something, I don't know. But anyhow, yeah, producing a good amount, so we're happy with that. And then I was able to fit beef. Now the only thing about the beef, I was quite unsure what item should I put onto it, because this one gives us 70 more productivity. But no, I think we're okay. The reason for it is that we are... Yes. Because this only affects the beef. Yes, okay. But we don't need beef, do we? Like, the beef isn't used for anything here. As far as I know, yes, it's not. So what we could do is to sell it to, like, Isabel or someone, like, when they come. Let's just check. Where is beef? Yeah, let's just trade it all. We really don't need it. In fact, because this basically then causes this item to stop producing. Okay, let's just check news quickly because he's about to expire. Okay. So fried plantain we need to look into next. Okay, but I think now let's just take a quick look. The item has been just made. So hot sauce. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, look, we're producing twice as much and we're only above 70. That's so interesting. It's actually quite crazy when you think of it. How bad the hot sauce is. Yeah, anyway, we are now producing this item. Well, we've made it. So where is it? Here. And where is it? Here. Yeah, so that's gonna raise the productivity small bit. Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with how it turned out over here. It's quite okay. The beef, I'm thinking, what should we do with the beef? It's not really that needed in the old world or anything. It's needed in... It is though, isn't it? So we can be getting it out of here with one of the ships. Because, let's do this. If we were to... Why I always go into routes? Let's go into here. If we click on Mulbane and check beef. So beef, then we need 19 of it. If we'll add Malnola. Yeah, so we're supplying this. And then there is somewhere else, I cannot remember where exactly. I think is the... Isn't it like here? Yes. I think one of the shops or whatever is using it. Then here, yes. And then... Is it here? No. It's here. Okay, so we're actually underproducing it small bit. So interesting, isn't it? And if we'll turn them all on. Yeah, so it's all the same. Okay, good. So we
Our
can
renowned
get it
personage
out
has
of here,
arrived.
basically. Yes. Well, that's good news. Because then it'll produce more milk with this lady here. More milk and more herbs. Which you kind of want. Okay, well, let's get one of the ships onto the job then.
Ship constructed.
I think I have one though. Where can I go back?
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
I can't go back. Right, let's do it again. So beef. Yeah, I have it in the Arctic now as well. But we're importing it with something. I can't remember what it was. So if this guy now, instead of going to, would have came here. Yeah, let's do that. Because he'll be fine. He'll be fine by itself, I think. Although he's kind of around to go, but he'll be fine. I've a big trust in him. He's good items as well. So let's do that.
All hands at the ready.
And then we can... Oh yeah, we're unloading it here. So from here he goes to... it's kind of wrong. We need to redesign this. So he goes to this island, which is... whatever. Mulbane, and then like that. Yeah. Looks better. He got it there now. Yeah, so that's good. He'll be taking it out of here because we want that item to kick in.
We're adrift.
So that's working out well for us. And then at the same time, we're covering with this, we're covering additional 85%, which is not bad. They're just stopped because they're full, basically. Because obviously we've lost attractiveness. Because of the hot sauce. So it is what it is. Speaking of which, let's just add that item. Okay, so we know the hot sauce. We know the... This needs to be addressed at some point. We're okay for the moment. I think ethanol is really torn in our side because it's the corn. Or no, wood actually this time. Huh. You just can't... I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? Right. So... what's going on here with wood?
You can do it. Work your way up
Why is
from
it
that
like
dirty
this?
bottom.
We don't need them anymore. So... right. Well, that would explain it, wouldn't it? I mean, we're just delivering it to random islands. Okay, well, it is what it is. So the wood now goes from... yeah, as it should. Perfect.
Let down.
Okay, so we fixed that one, and then this one isn't needed there anymore. So this one be going here.
A bold new expedition, Admiral.
Perfect. Yeah. That makes more sense.
Hola.
Yeah, so plenty felt. Okay, so let's start out the alpacas.
A renowned personage has arrived.
If we can. Let's just take a look at it here. So Alpaca. Okay, so if I'll type in wool. Nope, cannot be. We'll type in what's the situation with items. Okay, this guy again, and this guy. But how? It's just one guy. Because there are alpaca farms, okay. Right. Yeah, so the usual, this thing and this thing and this guy. Okay. That's fine. And what's this guy? Oh yeah, he gives us beef. We don't need them. Now, speaking of which, beef. We want to, I think, get rid of here. Yes. I mean, we're just taking that slot for nothing, to be honest. And what we're gonna do is that we will use, let's say, one of those guys, like here or something. Where's that island? Because beef is the main good here for this island. So which should we use? What's being delivered regularly? This thing? Yeah, like this. And that's even too much. So that's perfect.
Working. I think we have it.
Because isn't it? Yeah, they're getting it here. So that's lovely there. And then we can get rid of it out of this main island. Aha. Because there's something here, wasn't there? Was it cow trick or something? Something here, I can't remember what it was. Huh. Clay maybe? No. There's surely not clay. Well, there was something. Gold we have. Wood we have. Huh. There was something I was thinking of. That we kind of have but don't, if that makes sense. Well, I can't think of it. Okay, we're out of fur for some reason. Why is that? Oh, he's just traded it. Okay. But surely... Are we using the fur for anything else? No. Oh, I know what's happened. This outer island, isn't it? Yeah, that drained us. Because we just delivered all of it here, basically. 3,000 wool. Our furs. Okay, well that's okay, because there'll be... So just looking at... I mean, our... I'm just laughing because our... I just had a look at our... income. I mean, it's fluctuating between 2.8 and 1.6. So funny. Yeah, so the fur is okay in the old world. It's just a matter of... because we're trading it, actually.
I'm missing particular materials.
I mean you're missing it? Ah, because we didn't have it, he didn't trade anything. Ah, well, go away then. Right, and then we won't be able to have it because we don't have fur. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in instead. And then 6, 8, 5...
We careen into the unknown.
30. Okay, perfect. Yes, that works out better. Beer. Interesting. Yeah, again, all of that is taken out. We're not behind, I think. Bulbs as well. That's interesting. One would think we were okay.
Sickening.
The nurse.
Blew up the blowhole.
She always comes. Right, so one would think we would be okay with beer, but it seems that we're not, because it's just slow to produce. Again, that island drained us because it has 3,000 whatever. So looking at it, I'm sure it's full. Yeah, it's getting wool as well, isn't it? Because they want wool.
I feel naught but a ragged joy.
Yeah. So getting wool, they're getting clay. How come? I mean, clay should be fine because we've fixed that. Clay. Old worlds. Yeah. So clay. Huh. Lane. Is it bright sands? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, I think we want to... What we want to be doing... Isn't that crazy? We want to be adding ditchwater in there because ditchwater has clay. Quite a lot of it, actually. Huh. I literally thought that 4 clay would be enough for this island.
Celebrate your leadership.
Especially that it's boosted by all the items. I mean, it's insane. What's that about? So what's the production of clay here? 360. Because it has electricity. It has fine handheld power.
In one of your factories.
Yeah, this guy and this guy and still no good. That is so interesting. And then looking at this island, Dragon Garden. Clay, wow. Yeah. Okay, and then if we'll count in ditchwater. Yeah, still not enough. Wow. Okay, so even ditchwater, and ditchwater has also 4 or 3? 3. Right, well, we need to go elsewhere. Where do we go? This island has 3. Okay then. Any other islands? This island has 1. No good. What about this? There's a one little island we have here. Has 1. We're getting good stuff out of here. Getting iron, copper, coal, this thing. With the thing, we could boost it with another item, which is... But I mean, this is quarries, and this is not covered by it.
Break's over.
So I'm kind of disappointed. 38. Like, can you imagine?
If it's a
Yeah, but I think I'm being silly, haven't I? I mean, we can just import it. Yeah. Or can we? Yes, we can. Why go through all of the like when we can just import it? Yeah, it just makes sense. And I think gold as well. Although it's good to have it, I kind of like the fact that the gold is there. We're just lack of it. I just can't believe that gold doesn't have better items. When you look. Goldsmith. 25. Yeah, it actually does have this. Which gives us 35. That's... I mean, it obviously it's a bit of a change. But still, it's crazy that goldsmiths haven't got a normal item. Yeah, no. Oh, crap. Yeah, and we have it here already, so let's just swap it. So, we'll swap for this guy, though. So that's always better. Electricity is 150 now. Yeah. So that gives us additional 10%. So that's gonna go up now to 100, 250, 300, and 55, 380, I believe.
I knew this crew wouldn't let you down.
Sure they did. Yeah, of course.
It's working. I think we have it.
And that's it. No more expeditions for a moment.
Ship constructed.
And ship constructed. Let's see, we should have quite a bit of them now. Yes. 3 more to come. They look well.
Fleet awaiting orders.
And they're going to the Arctic for their items. Never forget the items because it is doing a lot to... that looks so well. It's doing a lot basically to the fact that they are being quicker when it comes to unloading and things like that. Right, so back to Manola. I want to see now how things go. Okay, now there's a beer festival and that gave us extra. So what I want to do quickly is get those items. Well, as quickly as we can, I guess. Right, sands. And let's grab a couple of these. Kind of in places no one would expect. Not as easy. But yeah, I guess here is good. And a third one somewhere. Yep. So this gives us 250, so we need to, it's 287.
How about a cup of coffee? You've been playing for 2 hours.
2 hours.
People celebrate your leadership.
And then 250, 597, so that's what? $297? Anyway, I won't be doing math. It's too difficult. I mean, that's what the calculators are for, isn't it? No, 347. Okay, so we're approaching that number. So it's not too bad. It's not all lost. Yeah, I've turned it off, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Perfect. I just don't want the newspaper, someone coming along and saying, oh, you didn't do this. Yeah, okay. I think, yeah, the reason we have it here is for the storage. I mean, just with few buildings, we were able to upgrade storage to 2000, which is fantastic. Yeah, lovely. So I'm happy with the progress, guys. It's been an interesting episode.
We're in the presence of
There's a lot
virtual
more
sun.
I feel we need to do. We need to get the other bits going for like the the herbs and the citrus and all of that good stuff. For citrus, we are definitely looking at this island. There's just no hope otherwise as well. I think we're doing quite okay, but we could be doing better. We only have copper, so we'll be going and adding these guys basically. But this item then is a bit of an issue, honestly. But that's okay.
We're all full up.
And final, I want to check fried plantains because I think we're not getting enough. Let's just check. Fried plantains. Yeah, no, we are getting it enough. So what is the issue? Four. And if we look at the the issue may be the fact that they're just too slow. So let's add a couple of these guys. With the fast items. This one. Okay, so we've added just 2 more, so that's 6. So that should do, shouldn't it? I think. I just want to check. So now we've gotten clay here. I want to make sure that we are picking it up. Yes, we are.
A bold new expedition,
That's good.
Admiral.
Perfect. Okay, guys, let's leave it here. Thanks again for tuning in and watching it with me as I struggle through this. It's definitely fun playing like this, where you kind of put yourself under a bit of pressure to make sure that you try and do your best, I guess, and do all of this. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all take care and stay hooked.